set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, Lou, Eddie!
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Mahomes pass.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, let's go.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Once again, Judkins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 1970 Timberwolves.
On play action, here's Shedeur. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Here's Sanders. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes swings this out for Hunt. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Man open left side is Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Second and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he rips that one incomplete there.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 16. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down. A gain of 12. And a first down, Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up third down and 9.
Mahomes going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
5 yards.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
That's to Bond, Isaiah Bond. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Cowboy 80. Go.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Now Sanders. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here, it's the tight end, Kelce. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
70 Timberwolves.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime work on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Come on.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Get up. Crack all 80. Let's go.
They go play action now. Sanders. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
Okay, ready?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Looking middle, and that's complete. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Ready? 60 by
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Ready?
Sanders going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go now. Liking, hey, kid.
Sanders to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, 65 yards. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow. I'll go on, 80. Hey, 43, 15.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Three straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Get it? 19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Give up the middle, Judkins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Bond. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
70 Timberwolves. Steady.
An inside run with Judkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Browns 27, Chiefs 3.
out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. That's the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Two-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
27, Chiefs 9. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chiefs 9.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Judkins is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chiefs 9.
Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A gain of 14. First down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throws to his running back, Kareem Hunt, complete. Through the middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt. 51 yards.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And he'll be
taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 160 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Chris Jones on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey, Cotton, let's go now. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On first down, Sampson knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
He's taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready, set.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Cowboy 80.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
2, 6.
To throw now, here's Sanders. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a three-possession fourth-quarter lead.
Fights loose. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? Liking 18. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Sanders. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of
A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Mahomes now to throw.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll try and run for him. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Mahomes. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
31.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Ready? Next.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Straight and shiny place, letting someone for all his face. So full of face, I just wanna get it up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me elevator operator. Elevator operator. like him. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Heads up in the sky, and we keep getting the magic down, that you cannot deny. We're growing light, we're shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. When we wanna go up and down, we're moving on around. We're going up and down, we're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. If you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Cowboy, come on.
This is Jacory Kronsky-Merritt hitting it for the first time. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by a two-time All-Pro. In his first 3 seasons in the NFL, Trent McDuffie.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, go.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
70 Lions.
3rd and short, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. Jukes away from one. Still has some space up near midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys, watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Chiefs nothing.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Up next, it's our main event between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Moore with a return. Things going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
First carry of the game now for the rookie out of Arizona. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
6-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. So that brings them to 3rd down.
7.
I can promise you that is a throw as a quarterback when it leaves your hands you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's a Krosky Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Has a man, it's Ertz. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Motion man sent left. So with the play clock ticking down to 4, officials signal for a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed left side to Samuel. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Ready? Let's go.
Daniels to throw on 4th. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm. And then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. From that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hold on these two.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And it's the same as a touchback here. This one down right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Starting on the ground team, Kronsky Merritt is able to drive that pile about a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 35 to figure out.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Daniels from the gun on third down. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Washington, first down. First and 10.
Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got a first to begin the fray.
Nice.
They go inside give to Kronsky Merritt. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First and 10 from the 32. They've got a man in motion. Throwing on first down, Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Samuel comes in motion left. Out of the gun, Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Steady.
From the gun on third down. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get the game's first points here in the second. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Chiefs nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
And they're on 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has the open man downfield. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start to fight back with their first points of this game. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Go!
Giving this to Kronsky-Merritt. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Viking 18. Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
Going to the ground again on first. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around.
Okay, ready?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Hey. 70 Lions. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Color. Fall down these two.
To the air, Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. Now he's past the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead.
Cardinal.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
60 Eagles. Ready, right?
Krosky Merritt straight ahead. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Commanders tie things up at 14.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hunt. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Now it's Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 15. And the first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
19 tight. 9, 70 range for 7, 18, robbery. 8.
Daniels now on first down. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it sets up second down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let go.
He'll throw it. He's going to try another deep one here. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Let's go now. Ready.
The final throw before the break. Missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. It's a give to Hunt. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Running once more here with Hunt. Breaks the tackle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
49-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Offense in the hurry-up here.
The 49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. That's him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to Xavier Worthy. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
2. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Argolani.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chiefs first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow! Argo Blue 80! Hey, 57! Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. Hey, 57! First side!
We'll go with Hunt on the run. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Line, Argo Blue 80! Easy! First side!
Another run for Hunt. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. You can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Yellow! First side!
Pistol now for Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
From the 14 after that sack, tough 3rd and goal coming up.
Yellow! Argo Blue 80!
Third and long for him here. He's got it. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Mahomes pass. Complete to number 1, Xavier Worthy. A gain of 11. It's 4th down and goal. Harrison.
Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have 4th and goal after the break. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Butker knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's got room to roam. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
Commanders 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Come on, set!
Daniels coming back after that pick. That's more of the catch out left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Ready!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
This one misses the tight end. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Ready?
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Here we go, set! Bronco 80! Ready?
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
So 1st down from the 41. Here's Hunt up the middle. Now he's past the 25. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs put up even more points in a win.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs make it a 24-point ball game.
Commanders 14. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Let's go. Cowboy.
Daniels back to throw. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Set up. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Again, Daniels to the air. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Desperation time here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
It's a turnover on downs.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yellow, yellow. Our blue lady. Attack, attack.
Hunt trying things up the gut. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He brings it in. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Chiefs keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready, 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 ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits him on the out route. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ready.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Daniels on 1st down. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Slot man motioned over.
Ready.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Play action now, Daniels. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So that brings up 4th and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
This will be the final play of the game.
Let's go.
One final shot here. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs, as with that, we sign off from D.C.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch your fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden.